This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Blak Magus, and kinda had a little argument with my boy Cardiac Sumo about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So, Neil deGrasse Tyson decides to tweet out how the cartoon is pretty much politically incorrect and is even more prejudiced than it naturally is, because scientifically speaking, during the winter, male reindeers shed their antlers, while female reindeers generally maintain their antlers. Yes. In the species of reindeer, which, by the way, I found out reindeer aren't deer. They're akin to caribous. So, they're not even like, the species of animal that we think they are. Which I argue is the reason why they set it up there. Most of us probably think like a reindeer is just a different name for a deer. Like it's a special winter deer or some shit like that. That's probably how we look at it, even though they're not. But I digress. But Neil deGrasse Tyson decided to be like, yeah, no, since they all have antlers and it's Christmas, these are obviously female reindeer, and Rudolph and them are being misgendered, which my counter was like, dude, why are you opening this like Pandora's box of questions that can float all the way through all this? Like, just be like the rest of us and accept the fact that the creators were stupid when they came up with the concept, because people clearly didn't like pay attention to the fact that reindeer are nothing like deer, or else we wouldn't have had them drawn to look like deer, and we wouldn't have like pretty much modeled them after deer. This is exactly what the concept of Santa's reindeer are made up of. Okay, so there. Sip of Cavassier for that bit of knowledge. So it just like, opened up the idea though that, hey, the cartoon's already problematic without that stuff anyway. Which, yeah, it is. And it's why ultimately the point of this video is the Grinch was probably the hero that we needed, and the hero that we didn't appreciate because we didn't want him, even though he fought for all of us, which is a damn shame, because the Grinch really isn't a villain, and we'll get to that in a minute. But back to the Rudolph thing, like, as with many cartoons back in the day, it's clear that somebody had an inkling of social consciousness, even if it was unknowing. Like, I feel like a lot of it is just like unwittingly putting forth these like huge social messages that we look back on today and we realize, oh shit, that's wild. Like, Rudolph is the classic case of discrimination. Even more so, it's the classic case of the old movie Magical Negro type thing, where that person who's not accepted somehow. Well, no, it's not necessarily the Magical Negro. Like, the Magical Negro, I guess, would be more of Frosty. Frosty coming out of like nowhere and showing these kids the wonder and the joy and carrying them on. Rudolph would kind of be like that character in the movie, the person of color or the woman that constantly gets shitted on, and people keep telling them, you can't do this because, you're a woman, you're black or whatever. For him, it's like, you're not one of us. You're different. The fact that he's different, they wouldn't accept him. That red nose, that's some bullshit. What type of fuck shit is that? God, you ain't like us. You ain't one of us. And so he faced the discrimination, but at the end of the movie, he gets his opportunity to show what he can do, and he does the damn thing. Not only does he does the damn thing, but he does it damn well and better than anybody else can do. And then people are like, oh wow, I guess we do like you. Clearly, we shunned you for no reason because they found that you're beneficial, and that's the thing. Rudolph is not a happy tale because at the end of the day, his acceptance only came when Santa finally realized, like, yo, this is a useful motherfucker. Maybe I should be nice to him and put him on my team so, you know, he can help carry it. Damn shame, ain't it? Goddamn shame. You know? You don't like the different person until they show that they benefit you in some way. Yeah. Don't that sound familiar, people? Don't that sound familiar, people? You know, and again, Frosty, the quote-unquote magical Negro concept, you know, he comes out of nowhere and he shows these kids, like, this different being, shows people how to enjoy Christmas and carries them on a magical adventure to help them out and all types of shit, you know. He ends up getting melted, or, you know, they bring him back, but yeah, he sacrificed himself so that they can get what they want, you know, which happens in the movie. And then he goes away and comes back every year to help them again when needed, you know, to, like, you know, celebrate with them and all that. So, but the Grinch is the greatest tragedy of them all, because especially if you look at the Grinch movie, you realize, like, yo, the people of Whoville are some fucking bastards. They're some fucked up people. Like, they shunned this guy because he was a different thing. You know, he didn't look like that. He was born looking, again, he wasn't the norm, quote unquote. He was the minority of the group. And so they treated him like shit. And, of course, you know, just kind of build up, like, you know, a Nat Turner, like, fuck you all, motherfuckers, I'm gonna give you back type of thing, you know? So the Grinch decides, yo, I'm gonna, like, fuck your joy up because you fucked my life up. Can't blame him. Like, is it the right thing to necessarily do? No. But he got tired of maybe trying to be above it and just decided to go ahead with the, like, fuck all these people. I can't stand them, and I can't stand their joy and their Christmas and all that, the shit that they wouldn't allow me to be a part of and shit like that. Like, nah, because I'm just, you know, different. I wasn't born this mean old Grinch, but y'all can help make me that way. So yeah, I'm gonna steal your fucking Christmas and fuck you up and make you cry. But then they poured one on him and was like, well, we'll be okay. Because, kind of like in real life, yeah, the majority is going to be okay because they can always recover a lot faster from shit like this. Where the Grinch, yeah, clearly, he ain't never recovered from that shit. But somehow, them singing and being joyous, he decides to show compassion. Again, sounds familiar? Shows compassion for the people who fucking goddamn, like, abused him. And, you know, threw him to the wayside. And brings back their Christmas and they have a celebration. They're like, oh, like, yeah, you're cool, Grinch. Thank you. Because, again, beneficial transaction. What the fuck? The Grinch should have been able to steal Christmas if they fucked them and then make them really think about the choices that they made in life and how they treated people. But no, they never had to deal with that shit. And in the end, they just got everything that they had before and more. Because now, apparently, he's on their team now. Because he fucked up. Not because they fucked up, because he fucked up. How fucked up is that? He got mind flipped into believing that he was the, you know, perpetrator. Where his actions were the product of their bullshit. Damn shame. Damn shame. So remember, all to celebrate the Grinch because the Grinch is the greatest hero of them all right now. No, but seriously, cartoons back in the day did have some really interesting takes on how they like did things. Like, not just talking about Rudolph, but the whole cast of characters that Rudolph chilled with, like Yukon Cornelius and the little elf. Like, they were all discriminated for like bullshit reasons, or the misfit toys. Like, yo, yeah, nah, like there's a bullshit reason. It's like the like bullshit reasons is why things like that happen. But hey, sorry to serious up your Christmas. Just wanted to share that with you. Celebrate the Grinch, y'all. Grinch is the man. Grinch is the man. Anyway, as always, you guys, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you later. This is your boy Blak Magus, and I'm out. You too.